Okay, guys. Uh, so last day we just been talking about the Razor Pages, the Razor Pages architecture. Yeah, when you open your project, what did I say? By default, it comes with some pages in it. Like what? Let us take the index page. Okay, and guys, this look like Razor page only. It's a same Razor page only, but this page should first have a at page directive on the top. We need to use at the rate page. What is this? Actually, you see this. See, this is the first line we are writing at the rate page. The above code looks a lot like a RazorView file used in ASP.NET Core MVC application. What makes it different is the at the page directive. At the rate page makes the file into an MVC action. It is going to make it an MVC action, which means that it handles requests directly without going to a controller. Without a controller, it can handle the request now. Actually, RazorViews cannot handle the request. RazorView to handle the request will go to controller. But when I use at the rate page on the top, it will become an MVC action and it will get the capability of handling the request on its own. Okay, at the rate page must be the first Razor directive on the page. So compulsory, this should be present on the top, mandatory. Are you clear? If that is not present, request handling cannot be done. Request handling cannot be done. Okay, next one. What is the next one? The next one is to tell what is the model class associated with this. What is the model associated with this? What is the model associated with this? If your view is index, then automatically the model in the sense nothing but the CS associated with it. The name will be index model. How to go there? Same, right click and say view code, you will see that. Index model. And that is what it is telling you. Means for this view, the model is index model. Are you getting me or not? Again, I'm telling you, for this view, what is a model? Index model. That is what. Generally, you write your model class name on the top of an MVC page. At the rate model, name of the model. Same only I'm doing now. I'm telling what is the model for this. The model is index model. Okay. And the first line is a compulsory so that it can handle the request on its own without waiting for a controller. And second one is to tell what is the model. You know this already. Title. This is normal HTML code. This is normal HTML code basically. Okay. And if you come here, by default, it is having a dependency injection for logger. We can use a configuration or whatever. Last class we used a configuration or requirement. Like this, it uses something, but not used anywhere. It injected that, that's all. You don't want it, that can be deleted. If I don't want it, I can be deleted. I can inject anything now. We can inject iConfiguration. We can inject iWebroot. Okay. Environment, iEnvironment. All these are predefined dependency injection objects. They're available in MVC also. They're available in Razor pages also. Everywhere. Same process. Concept is same only for dependency injection. Is it clear? Okay. That is how exactly it is built for you here. Yeah. Now see, by convention, the page model class is called page name model and is in the same namespace of as the page. In the above code, page name is index. So page model class is index model. And the page model class allows the separation of the logic of a page from its presentation. You are going to have the logic separately, presentation separately. It defines page handlers for requests to send to a page, and that I use it to render the page. What is it? On get, on post. See, the page has an on get handler method which runs on get request, and an on post or on post async handler methods which runs on post request when the user posts the form. Handler methods for an HTTP web can be added. The most common handlers are on get, on post. One is on get here and the second one is on post. On post or on post async. Triangle form submission. The async name suffix is optional, but is often used by convention for asynchronous functioning. You already know that async and avoid why we have used it. Okay. If you are similar with ASP.NET MVC apps, the on post or on post async code looks similar to typical controller action method code now. Most of the MVC primitive like model binding, validation, action result work the same with MVC and Razapay. Validations are same here, annotations are same only. Binding concept is same. Helpers, everything is same only. Are you clearer? Okay. Only I said you the main difference is there is no separate. Sorry, there will be a controller for every view. Every view has its own controller. But what about the MVC? One controller for multiple views. Here, one controller for each view. That is only controller, that is only model. Model is also not only now. Controller is the CS. Model is also same. So we don't have a separate controller and a separate model. Both are one and the same in this context. Okay. Now let's design the above application to perform CRUD operations to our customer table in MVC DB database. Okay, come on, let's do the database programming now. What we do? So then I want to work with SQL Server. So installing the two packages, same process. Come on. Roles. What's that? For the tools. Next. SQL Server. Done. Next, the next thing is I think I'm using DB first. 3 days back, only explained how to use the DB first now. Scaffold hyphen DB context, data source, user ID, password, database, trust server certificate, ND framework code.SQL server, output directory, models, tables, student. The student table. I'm using the student table in the code now. Okay, let me copy. Customer student. Customer here. It's wrong type. Customer table. Okay, anyhow, I'll update the notes I said you. After the class, once we are done, I'll update of the notes. Customer. I said customer only, but I typed student here. Okay. Copy that. Go to PMC. See now. Followed the convention now. What is it? It added the models folder, context class, model class, everything will be present here only. Na? The same conventions it followed. It defined you the context class, and it defined you the customer model. Okay, now the context class is there. The context class is available for you here. And in the okay, so it was just taking up all the information and it was building you the things here. Okay, fine. What next? The next thing what you're required to do is in the program class, this context class should be registered. Remember or not? In the program class, we required to register the things now. How? Services dot add DB context. Services dot builder dot services dot add DB context. So go to program. Add DB context. Okay, all set. Now, what you're going to do is you're just going to create up the appropriate things there. That's all. Okay, a small correction here. Okay, status. When I created the table, okay, it's a bug earlier. It is fixed, I think. Earlier, see, and with the customer class is defined to change the data of status from property from bool question mark to bool because in our database table, status column is applied with a actually this was a bug early error. This is fixed now. In the latest version, we don't have this problem. Earlier, it used to take it as bool question mark, but in our table, it is not null. Are you clear? So what should I do? I need to make it as bool. Okay, but it is fixed here. I don't know which version are you using. So just to check it out. If you get bool question mark, make it as bool. But I got bool only. But the old version, it's a bug. It used to come as question mark. That is why I given it very clearly here. So be careful. Check it out. If you don't find question mark, ignore it. Don't worry. If you find a question mark, delete it. It should be not null. Okay, now? Yeah, we have completed this action also. And now create the required pages to perform the CRUD operations. You need to perform the CRUD operations now. Let's start with index model, guys. What I want to do in the index model, index model has some design here. I don't want it. Let me delete off. An index model I want to use for display customers. Means index will launch by default now. So what did I show me? Display customers. Come on, let us go to here by default it is taking some logger and all. I don't want here. What I want is the context. What I want is the context class. Okay, come on, public index model. What you want is the DB context. Right click, quick actions and refactorings, assign field. Is the name as context only? Yes, I have the name as context only. Okay, well, now listen. Actually, what is the model for your view? Customer index model? Come on, come here. What is the model for your view? Not customer. Are you getting me or not? So now listen, the customer is not accessible for you here. The customer is not accessible. What is the accessible? Index model is accessible. Means this class is accessible to you there. This class is accessible to you there. So if you define any members in this class, all the members can be consumed there now. Did you catch my point or not? Okay, see now, what I'm doing is, I'm declaring one public list of customers. A property. Now tell me, where is it declared, guys? Under this class only now. Now tell me, in my view, can I use @model dot and access the customers or not? Array, this is the instance of the class, man. You are just using this. And this is the instance of the class. See, when you put your mouse there, what is it referring to? Index model. Under that class, we have customers. Under that class, we have the customers. But the question is, sir, customers is not initialized, no? Initialize it in the get here. Initialize it in the get now. In the get, initialize it. How do you initialize? Customers is equals to context dot customers dot to list. Status is there. Dot where C dot status is equals to true. That's all. Is it not the same code you have written in the display customers method? You have written the same code, but you are writing in a different style there. That's all. Don't forget it. What is it? You're required to write the code in on get. Why? The first time the page is loaded, on get will be called. And if there is submit, on post will be called. Understood or not? Yesterday I taught you this very clearly. What is it? Earlier also done the same thing only here. Imagine insert, add customer. You written two methods, sir. One is add customer get, one is add customer post. Add customer get will launch the view. Correct? Add customer post will receive the data and insert. Same now. We have one class now, on get, on post. On get will be called when you're launching it. On post will be called when you're posting it now. So today, for this, I don't require on post. I don't require on post now. Why, sir? Why do I require an on post? On post is not needed for me. Why? Display customers is only get, no post. Display customer only get is there. Who have post? Insert, update, if required, delete. They have post. Otherwise, there is no post now. Here only on get will be there. So now, whenever the page is launching, what method is called? On get. And what happens? It is initialized. And now you can access it in the view now. And you can write your code to display the data in a tabular format. And that is the same old code. Earlier, we used to write @model dot. But now you should write @model dot customers dot. Did you understand me? I'll tell you the difference. In MVC, what you done, this is your model. You bound your model directly to the view. Correct? But today, the difference is the model is first bound to page model. And the page model is bound to the view. So that's why here I can directly refer to my model now. But here I cannot refer to my model. I should refer to page model. Page model will give me access to model. So here in this, when I say @model, I'm directly referring to my model class. Customer, correct? But here, if I say @model, I'm not referring to my customer, guys. I'm referring to index model. Page model is index model. And under that we have. So what is the difference? Here we call @model dot cust ID. You can directly call now. But here @model dot customer dot. That's how we should call. Are you guys clearer or not? Understood the difference I'm telling you? That's the difference, because we are not binding the actual model here. We are binding the model first to page model and page model to the view. View cannot access the model. View can access only the page model. So view will first refer to page model. Page model will refer to actual model. See, I'm showing you here. See, when I say @model, I'm not getting access to my customers. See there. You're getting access to what? Index model, nothing but the page model, dot customers. Now you got access to the list now. But remember in MVC, @model is list of customer. You can put blank basis here. @model is list of customer there. But here @model is page model. Under that, customers is the list of customers. Got it? So that's the difference what we have between Razor Pages architecture and the MVC architecture. So if you come here, I want to display my data, just observe it. It's same your Razor code only, but few places you may have it out here. What is it? Recollect, how did you write this in MVC? Where customer in model, that's all. Where customer in model, yes or not? That is changed here. Where customer in model dot customers, because model is page model. Model is not customer. Model is page model. Under page model, we have customers. So we are calling model dot customers. Is it clear? Rest of all code is same only here. Check it out. I am using the same only. I forgot to say you. What is it? We don't have ASP action, ASP controller now. Directly ASP page. What is the page you want to call? I want to call it display customers page, edit customers page, edit customers page. Directly we are using @page. And this is same, it did not change. This did not change. The route value option did not change for you here. What changed now? We don't have action and controller. What we got? Page. Only one attribute. Right? No controller now. Only one attribute. Which page you want to call? That's it. Again here also. Which page? Add customer. So run and we should get the data from the table. Run it. So the main point you should understand is model class is not accessible to the view directly. What is that? Model is not accessible to the view directly. Your view should first refer to page model. Page model will provide access to model. Okay, additional step came again. But in MVC, directly views will access the models, but your views cannot access the models. Okay, yeah, guys, same old story. Got your data? Got it? Okay, I designed in a table structure, add new customer, all options, everything same. Now tell me, when you click on the view, what it calls? Nothing is coming now. Why? You did not create the display customer page now. You did not create the display customer. Okay, this is what you need to create. Come on, let's do it. Go to pages folder, right click, add Razor page. Not a view, Razor page. There we call Razor view, and here we call Razor page. Just the difference in the terminology. There we call Razor view, and here call Razor page. Click on that. Razor page empty. Add button. Now tell me, here also get only, na? Or here also get only. Okay, now also we want get only. Yeah, see now, @page. All these things automatically came. What's it? Yeah, display customer model. It is a display customer model. Not required all this namespace and all. But already view imports is there, na? Namespace is imported already. It's generating but not required. Okay, see, compare it now. Index.cshtml. Display customer model. And here you are using some title. Okay, like a home page or a index page. Let me write the title here also. What? Display page. Okay, na? What next? Right click, view code. On get is there. I don't require on post now. I don't require a on post. Now also on get. Now tell me, what do you want? I want a context object again now. I want the context object again. So I need to write a constructor dependency injection same now. So let me come here, copy this piece of code as it is and paste. Okay, Now you want, I'm sorry. Now tell me, what do you want now? You want customer or customer, sir? In the previous example, so here you declared what? Now guess now. What should I declare? Public, customer, customer. Get, set. Get and set. What's your code? What's your code? This on get, this on get means when you click on that, the get request is passed and the get is going to have the ID as a parameter. The get requires a ID as a parameter. I need to take that parameter here. Int cust ID. Now, see, customer is equals to context dot customers dot find. I hope you remember this already. Find method. Find method returns you one customer that is initialized. That is initialized. Now go to here and start writing the code to display the customer now. Start writing the code to display the customer. This is the same old story. Only one difference you will notice. What is that? Earlier you called @model.custid, @model.name, @model.balance. This is how you called. Correct? Now how are you calling? @model.customer.customer ID. Why? This customer ID is a member of the model. Who is the model? Display customer model. Under that we have customer, and that is what you're getting access. And here we have the checkbox to display the appropriate value disabled so that it cannot be checked or unchecked. So first run the index. In Razor page, yeah, got it. Click on the view. Got it? Huh? In Razor pages, we have flexibility, guys. I click on an add new customer. Not present. Yes or not? No error. See? It will launch you the same page again now. I did not find it, so I give you the same page again. See here also. Edit, not there. Delete, not there. View, present. See the URL. We don't have a controller name, only page name now. But in MVC, what we have? Controller name, view name, action method name. But here, page name. Directly display customer is your page now. What next? We'll go for add customer. Okay now? Pages. Add a Razor page. Add customer dot CSHTML. It's unnecessary generation. You leave it also no problem. You delete also no problem. Then go for giving a title. What is it? Add customer. Okay. Now, first, let's design the view. Let us design the view. Anyhow, on get is present or not? Just a minute, just a minute. Let me close all these things here, confusing. View code. On get is present. And for this, I don't require to pass any data. So on get not required at all now. Why? You want to open a blank page or you want to open a page with data? But come to edit, guys. In edit, you require to use on get and pass the data. But here I don't require blank only. Are you getting my point? What it should be? Blank. So first, let me add a view. Sorry, let me design the view. What with the text boxes and all the things now? Check form. Method is post. Next. Yeah. But here, observe it carefully. ASP for earlier what we used to write @model.cust ID, but now you're writing customer ID. Now I'll get an error because I did not declare the customer still in my code. I did not declare this customer still in my code, man. Come on, let's do it. Public customer get set. Here also I need a constructor. This constructor is compulsory now also. Okay, add customer model. Now we have it. And now when I run this, what should happen? The add customer view has to launch. The add customer view has to launch with some text boxes in it. Come on, guys, let's see. Add customer. Now I'll fill all the values and click on the save. It should save the data to. It has to save the data. Correct now? So what you need to do? Public void on post. See, till now you did not write the post method. First time you're writing the on post method now. For this, pass customer as a parameter. Pass the customer as a parameter. We need to pass this customer as a parameter. And what your context dot add. Okay, context dot add. Add what? Customer. Context dot save changes. Context dot save changes. And after saving the changes, we need to perform a redirection. We need to perform a redirection. Actually, the method is not written. Redirect something will be there. Forgot it. Okay. On post should not be a void. It should be a redirect result. So return redirect and the method name. What is the name? Index. Index is the thing. You can add one breakpoint here. You can add one breakpoint here. Okay, I add a breakpoint in on get and on post also. Observe it. When is on get called and when is on post called? Come on. Click on add new. See there, on get is called. When you're launching the page, on get is called now. But no code inside of it, but on get is called. Okay, now page is open. How many records are there? No, actually, just a minute. Maybe we deleted some records and mismatch of the numbers will happen. Using DB first, na? You used DB first here, not code first. When do you use migrations? For code first or DB first? I did not use the code first. I used the DB first. So I don't require any migrations now. Select star from customer. So many records are there, man. Okay, we'll do one thing. Update customer set status equals to 1. I am setting up the status of all the records. Okay. All are active now. So if I click on back, you can see all the 8 records. Okay. Add new customer. Again, you can see now you got the get action 109 balance some 50,000 city Hyderabad status save on post is called, and on post receives your customer model same received your customer model same thing you learned in MVC also. Okay, and then you are calling add save redirect. You got your record. Got it? Okay. So this is what your add is. How to add a customer. So what do you need to do? No need of writing any code. If you delete any problem, sir, let's delete and see. I deleted. I deleted the on post method. I deleted the on post method. Sorry, on get method. I'm sorry. I deleted the on get method. Click on and no error came. No error came here. Did you notice it? I want to insert another record here. No issue anywhere. Is that clear, all of you? There is no issue anywhere here. Even I removed the on post, on get. See, you need to write that method if you need to initialize something. Blank page, no need to initialize this. But for edit, remember, on get is important. Why is it important? Under that, you need to initialize the customer first. Then only the text boxes will come values now. Right or wrong? You'll understand. Wait. What is edit customer? Let's go to edit customer. Okay, observe it. Add a Razor page. Edit. Some title here. Edit customer. Okay. Now, what you want? You want to create a form with data. Same like insert only. Same like insert. Okay. But what's the look here? Look here. We did not write the customer, so error is coming. Edit text box read only here. Always design is same like insert only. Am I correct? Now let me go to the view. Let me go to the view. And what you'll do? Write the constructor, same constructor. Okay. For the name. Next, you need public customer get set. If I don't initialize, will I get an error? Means no, I won't get any error. But it will open a blank form. Yeah, is an editor. It should not be a blank form. Correct? And look at this, all of you. When you're calling the edit, you're passing a route parameter. That is the customer ID. So what will you do now? Int cust ID. Inside customer is equals to context dot customers dot find of customer. So now this customer is initialized now. So we'll open a blank form with data. Form with data. Okay, observe it all of you. Then we'll write a post, but first run. Click on edit button. Data came now. Comment this line. Comment this line. Now also page will open. What? Blank page will open. Blank page will open now. That's the difference. See that? Blank page. So I don't want a blank page. Then I need to write this. Okay now? Now you want to submit the data, right? Public redirect result on post. What should I pass? Customer model. Context dot update. Update what? Customer. They made the thing still simple. No need to write entry of state or all the things. I taught you this already. In NT framework core, they made that still simple. Directly a method called update, pass it. Okay. Context dot save changes. Context dot save changes. Again, add a breakpoint and save. Next. Return, redirect. Where to redirect? Index is to redirect. Add a breakpoint here also, okay? Click on edit. See now, it is initializing the customer and the customer contains all the values and we call it as all the values are getting displayed or published here now. Now I'm modifying this as 35,000. I'm modifying this as 35,000. Actually, this checkbox should be disabled here. We forgot to do this. Disable the appropriate checkbox so that it should not be editable. Okay, just a minute. While creating the view, where is the checkbox? Checkbox directly as an option, disabled. You can just use the disabled option and it will be in the disabled state. What's it? Disabled. See, for here I've written read only. Here I'm writing disabled. Place is not important. Anywhere you write, no issue. Edit. Get action. So tomorrow's no one can select this and no one can modify this. I'm making this as 55,000. Click on update. Now we came to the post action. Modified value. So what will happen? The update method will update the data, save the changes, return to redirect. Are you clear? I want to make this 28,000 as 35,000. Edit. Removing the breakpoints here. 35,000. Understood the mistake. Actually, when it is disabled, it is not reading the status value. So what happened is it was changed off to false. Yeah, I'll show you. I would have debugged and show you because it is disabled. Status value will not be loaded here. Okay, just run and see. Earlier also we modified 105 here, not 107. Okay, I'll show you. Now we got all the things. Problem is because we disabled it now, suppose if you click on edit now, 103, 35,000 and click on the update. If it is enabled, we'll get it. But when disabled, we don't get the value. Okay, just let's do a small thing. Nothing. Customer dot value should be true only. The value should be true only. If I leave it enabled, again user will select it, and you can't do that now. That's wrong. So that is why I'm just correcting it over here. So before we call update, we are setting the status as true, and then we are doing an update. Okay, so yeah, correct it. Click on edit. Want to make it as 35,000. Click on update. Okay, now so we're able to perform insert, update also. Now delete. When I click delete, I'm not displaying any confirmation dialog, guys. I don't have any confirm. Here. I want to launch a view, and the view I want to ask the user, are you sure of deleting? If the user say yes, the record should be deleted. We done this style once in MVC also. Launch a view and do it. Okay. So now what we need is a delete customer. Right click, add a Razor page. Delete customer dot CSHTML. What do you want? Delete customer. Okay. Well, now for a delete, yeah, again, let me take you to the view code. First, add the constructor. Why I said you don't use this architecture when you have more number of pages is every time you need to create this. But in MVC architecture, what we do? One time. It's created one time only. But here we are creating for every page. Means more coding. So that's why not suitable for lengthy things. Maximum 5-10 pages, use this. But you have more than that, don't use this. Go with our traditional MVC architecture only. Okay, fine. Delete customer model. Now coming to onGet. onGet in customer ID. Public customer get set. Customer is equals to context dot customers dot find what? Customer ID. Find the customer ID. Okay. What next? Delete. We want to delete. When you're just trying to delete it, what do you do? Actually, you're launching a view now. We are launching a complete page. Means the total model will be submitted to server. The total model will be submitted to the server. So public redirect result on post customer. What do you do? Customer dot status is equals to false. Afterwards, you write the same code. What did you write here? There true and here false. There we use the true and here we use false. That's it. Okay, fine. Actually, if I don't use also no problem, I think. Okay, hold on. We'll just, no need of using this. Why? Because the checkbox is disabled. What we get is false only now. What we get is false only. Okay. Okay, that's why I removed off that code. Just a minute. Let us see. Go to the view and here let's design it for displaying the user. Yeah, guys, all these are read only. Oh, for status also we have read only, disable read only. Read only will be a better than. Just a second. For edit, without using disable, if I use read only, what happens? Let's see. Edit. Edit. Read only doesn't work. No, we can't. Read only doesn't work, guys. That's why I did not take it read only, I think. It should be disabled only. Read only doesn't work. Okay, no issue. Come to delete. This is a delete now. For delete, what we do is we set read only for all. No, here also I'm setting it as disabled. Remaining all read only, but status checkbox is disabled. When it is disabled and when you read now, then automatically it will false only. No issue, na? Okay, let's run and see. I have a breakpoint there. (103) delete. All are non-editable text boxes here. You can't modify them. Got it? Checkbox is disabled. So when I click on the delete button, now you come here. What will come? Status came false only. And because status came false, I don't require to make it false again now. Okay? Directly I can call save and update it. And that record should not be displayed. Yes. Okay. So in the notes also, let me correct it for you. Take it as disable, not read only, guys. It should be disabled. And coming here, no need this. No need that. Understood? By default it is false, and we are setting it as false on. We are setting it as false only in this context. No need slash index. Just index. Let's see again. Guys, what about Angular? Angular classes are done for you? No. Actually, we have a topic here. 106 I'm deleting. Yeah. We have a topic actually tomorrow. I said you, UIs, when you go with UI, if at all you just could want a SPA type application, if you want a SPA type application, one option is using Ajax, jQuery Ajax. I already shown you. And apart from that, that is pure JavaScript coding. And the bloody hell with JavaScript is not type safe. JavaScript is not type safe, no data types, all the hell with JavaScript. That is why without using this JavaScript directly, we have an front-end architectures like Angular, React, all. What is it? That is also same like our jQuery only, man. Only thing is, there you will not write coding by using JavaScript. In the place of that, you will be writing the code by using TypeScript. You will be writing the code by using TypeScript. Do you know who is the designer of TypeScript? The same who designed your C# only, Anders Hesberg. He only designed, and this TypeScript is a Microsoft language, and this is type safe like our C#. That is a type safe like our C#. And basically, you will be having type safety when you write the code by using TypeScript. You will be writing all the code using TypeScript. And the TypeScript code will now convert into JavaScript. You will not write JavaScript code. What you write? TypeScript, type safe coding. And finally, that will be converted into JavaScript. Actually, we called as transpilation. Compilation, transformer. Both of the two words compiled together, call it transpilation. Compile, transform. So combined together, what do you call? Transpilation. So it will go into compile and translate it into JavaScript. And finally, JavaScript code will execute on the browser. Why? Browser doesn't know TypeScript. What browser knows is only JavaScript. What browser knows is only JavaScript. Okay. But the programmer finds it hard to work with the JavaScript because of the nonsense, no type safeties and all. So for that reason, they came out with this particular Angular, React, Vue.js, lots of architectures are there. Different companies comes with different things now. Okay. I think for you, they're going to teach you React. React is a bit popular right now. That's why I think they changed it for you to React. Okay. React is what they're asking. In the current, I'm also working in a current project that is also same architecture. APIs, we write APIs using .NET Core API, and the front end we are designing by using the React sites. Okay, like this, we are just closing. Currently, we are in a process of upgradation of one of our client project. This is the project, guys. Actually, this is MVC project. We are upgrading it right now into .NET Core MVC. But the architecture also, how we designed it is, the complete front end is React. Back end, we are using APIs. Using APIs, we will send we done it in earlier with jQuery na. Ajax and jQuery I showed you. The data is sent to the API call. You receive the data and you're presenting your data. It looks like a spa. No submissions, nothing will be. It looks like a single page. Everything will be present like this. So right now, this is what exactly we are dealing in our company. And we are upgrading this one. And this site going forward will be a .NET application. And the complete front end is React. Okay. So backend, my job is only to write the APIs, pull the data. My API also, see, the complexity in our architecture. I said you, what is it? Our data won't be present in the database. Our data will be in SAP. Our data will be in the SAP now. So what is that, SAP first provides me some APIs. SAP first provides me some APIs. What I should do? I need to write a .NET API called the SAP API. Got it or not? See, earlier how I said you guys, I said you, the end user, one option calling MVC interacting with database. Second option, end user interacting with MVC to web API to database. And now what we are doing is the end user means it is interacting with the API directly. This API is again interacting with the SAP web API. This is my, and this is going to get the data from the database. I don't have access to database. SAP doesn't provide me access to the database. There is a separate thing again for security reasons because that contains global customer data. This Brother Printers is a very big brand in Japan actually. It's a Japan company. And it's a very popular brand throughout the world. Even okay. So basically that contains the information of the global means all countries' customers' data will be presented. And anything goes wrong, the valuable information will be lost. So that's why they store it in the SAP and we don't have access to that. We don't have access to that actually. So basically SAP team will write the APIs for us and they will expose the data through API. What should I do? I should write a .NET Core API now, call the SAP API, and I will transform the data as required for React, and I will send this to the React application. And now my React application will publish the output. Are you clear? See how complex it is going to be. React talking to .NET talking to SAP talking to the database. That's how you will be working. If I simply show simple SQL Server application only, you're putting up blank faces like this and you're finding tough to practice. You'll start trying these type of architectures will be present tomorrow in the real time. Are you clear? So we are in the project discussion right now. Japanese basically they believe in this. What is it? Before a project goes to work, a lot of discussions will be there. They have they lay a strong foundation basically. That's why Japanese company, Japanese brands are very popular. Anything Japanese product are reliable, popular, yes or not quality wise, because they lay a strong foundation. We're having discussion from since last 1 month. There's discussions going on. What to do, actually. Okay, just the discussion. What they want is a strong foundation. So everyone in the project should understand everything now, then start working. That's what. But generally, we don't do like this in with other clients. We'll start working. Let us understand step by step. Going forward, we'll understand. That's what we think. But when we work with Japanese only, this is the problem. They have a lot of discussions first. Until everyone knows end to end of the project, they will not allow to start the project. Okay. So React, Pop, Angular, all these are becoming popular right now for front end. For the front end point, they're just becoming popular, right? So without taking the help of this JavaScript, they are using the React. No Ajax and the JavaScript. Directly what they use is React and React or Angular. React is much popular right now than Angular. Okay, I think for you, that's where they've added you React for you in your curriculum. You'll be learning about that particular thing. But actually, in our syllabus, we have a topic here. Just I skipped that and they came up here. I'll show you tomorrow. But it won't be useful for you right now immediately because until you know React or Angular. But my job is to show you. I'll just show you. Nothing like if tomorrow if an React application is there, how do we interact? How do we integrate both the two things? How do you integrate a Angular application with a MVC application? Are you clear? I'll show you that tomorrow, and tomorrow will be done. That's our last session. Okay, let's start here. We'll meet tomorrow.